My name is Vivian Steller from a partner called Lemonize. Maybe you know me from the past. I have a long history connected to Magnolia. Yeah, thanks for inviting me for this talk. So what is it about? You probably all use light development and do light development for your local development, and it's very speedy and fun to work with light development. But actually, how to get these things or these light modules into production, how to deploy them on a production system. We have the demand that the customer wants more frequent updates, and we want to make these deployments of modules or of changes easier. So I want to join or to share with you our thoughts on how this could be done in the future. So, well, you all know what you can do with light development. It's really fun to have your YAML files and very easy updates. We used this for local development for quite some time. But how to get this on the live system? The past was we needed to bundle this somehow, the light model with a jar file and deploy this, or make a Maven release, creating a new web app version, and having some scripts on the remote servers to deploy actually these changes. And that's quite somehow too complicated for us. So we wanted to make it more in the spirit of light development, actually, which I call light deployment. So what I want to show you is our new approach that we are prototyping with. So it's in very early state. We have, or the ingredients are actually two things. It's standard NPM. So NPM plus a module manager module, which means that we do our light module releases using NPM, publish them to a Nexus repository, and deploy a specific version of the bundle to the production system. So because there are actually two steps involved. One is to create the bundle, and you also want to have it like versioned and having a version history that you can deploy and maybe switch back to an older version. And the second thing is how to deploy, how to get this into Magnolia. Okay, in this demo, we are doing actually 3 steps. So the first step is to turn your light module into an NPM module, which is necessary to deploy it to a Nexus repository, which is the second step. So release your module, deploy it to a Nexus repository. And the third step is to deploy this module, or install it in Magnolia. So I have a clean Magnolia instance here, just the module manager installed. I also have a light module prepared for this demo, and I have a single template in there, which is called, so the module is called sample, and I have a sample page FTL template in here. What I'm going to do next is to publish this, or to turn this first step into an NPM module, which is quite simple. You just hit npm init. And it's really as simple as giving it a name, pressing enter sometimes, and we are done. So what we have now is a package.json file which indicates this is an NPM module, and that's it. So no Maven descriptors, no folder structure, just your light module and this descriptor file. The next step is to deploy this, running a release and deploying this to Nexus, which is again as simple as hitting just one standard NPM command, which is npm publish. Here we go. So this release took us maybe 3 seconds. We can switch to Nexus, and we see, okay, there's our sample module, which is a tar.gz file. And now we can access the module manager right in Magnolia, create a new module or add a new module from the Nexus repository. We need to provide the name, the scope, which is standard NPM again, some credentials, and we're good to go. So I will press download and install the module, and this will download the module from Nexus and deploy it to our Magnolia local instance, so in your light module folder on the author instance. So I can create a new page, and voila, my sample page is right there. That's it. So I think this is something that is somehow missing in Magnolia for quite some long time. Something like a module manager is the basic idea of this talk, of this concept. We have struggled in the past quite a lot, like thinking about deploying jar files using OSGI. There were some ideas in the past. And I think now with light development, we have a new opportunity to do something like module management, extension management. And I hope to see the list growing in how you deploy your things just using light development and light modules. That's it. Thanks for attending.
So you said this was at early stages, but is this something that other groups could take advantage of? Is this something you're thinking about sharing, or?
Yes, I hope so. I would be interested in what you think about this. Is this some approach that you can think of? We can go in the future? I would like to share these ideas, and if we get a consent that this is the right way, then we will put more force into it. So we are using it for some customer already to deploy, but well, it needs to get more effort, as you might know, to get something production ready.
Great. Then thanks. Yeah.